5 years ago today, the SAFE Act was signed into law. Governor Cuomo has called it a national model for gun control. Now he and the Assembly Speaker, they want to tack on a ban on bump stocks to it. Reporter Steve Brown is in the Information Center right now. He has that part of the story. Steve?
Hey there, Scott. If Albany is indeed ruled by the so-called 3 men in a room, then 2 of those men want a statewide ban on bump stocks, and they want it this year.
Bump stocks were an obscure firearms accessory until the Las Vegas mass shooting. The nation then learning how bump stocks turned a single trigger squeeze into a continuous flow of bullets. Assembly Speaker Carl Heastie announced last week a priority for him for 2018 is a bump stock ban for New York. A bill already in the Assembly, 8717, would make it illegal to possess, manufacture, transport, or sell bump stocks here. And Governor Cuomo, who championed the SAFE Act, supports the bump stock bill, a spokesman saying it would further restrict possession of these deadly killing machines. That would leave it up to the Republican-controlled state Senate, and that's where gun rights groups are out to defeat the bill.
I think our best hope of doing that is obviously in the Senate. And I'm not by any stretch of the imagination do I believe it would necessarily be easy to do, but that will be our focus. We will put all the pressure on that we possibly can. We feel we have to.
The president of Scope New York says for any gun regulation to work, it has to be on the federal level. And although pressured, the GOP-controlled Congress has not taken up any bump stock legislation, even though the NRA has signaled that it would favor ATF regulation of bump stocks. And last October, Politico reported bump stocks had been banned from NRA gun ranges. But back in New York's state Senate, will Republican Majority Leader John Flanagan fight or accept the bump stock ban? Attempts to get his position on the legislation got no response.
I hope that this doesn't become a partisan issue, and I'm hopeful that my colleagues in the Republican conference will recognize that this is a simple case of common sense.
In the backdrop is this. It's an election year. Governor Cuomo has a reported $31 million in campaign cash and is the overwhelming favorite to win re-election. If he wanted to, he could use some of that money to pressure state Senate Republicans to come around on the bump stock bill. Should it come down to leverage on the legislation, it appears Cuomo has it. In the Information Center, Steve Brown, Channel 2 News.